good evening, wonderful people. This is Web Watch on Flip TV. I am Christian Chico. We have my wonderful co-host here this evening. Beautiful ladies and guys. What's up?
Yeah, Gladys Alonso. I know you can see me right. Yeah, you can.
I am Adeni Angela. Welcome to Web Watch.
All right, and I'm Olajide Taufik Olamide. You're welcome.
Yeah, no time to watch time. Yeah, this is the Web Watch on Flip TV. Look at top reports online, and we're going to be discussing. You'll be part of us, discuss with us, comment on the live chat so that we can have the conversation going. We are going to be looking at a range of topics. We'll start with the pastor, is General Overseer of the Redeemed Christian Church of God. He traveled to Borno State and he met the army officers there, and he said the only thing that can solve the crisis, the Boko Haram and terrorism crisis, would be prayers. Yeah, pray. So I was like skeptical about, okay, prayers, how?
Oh, we start the prayer now.
How would prayer solve?
But prayer is good now.
Yeah,
Prayer is
exactly.
good. Prayer is good.
Prayer is the master key.
But we can't say we've not been praying all this while.
We've always prayed.
So maybe we should pray more.
Or the people that are praying, they're not really praying from their heart. Or what?
I think most of the most secured countries in this world, they have a special sacred place whereby they fire prayers for like 6 months. That is why Israel, USA, UK, France, that's where they are world powers today. Because they will pray like 23 out of the 24 hours every day.
Do you have any like that?
And not prepare any military equipment or any, they will just pray like 20 hours and work for like 3 hours and sleep for 1 hour. Because this country is just do.
Suleiman, what's his name?
Apostle Suleiman.
That was attacked.
Yeah.
What happened to those people that are the prayer? They saved
It was not prayer that saved them.
They did not pray.
Exactly. It was not even prayer.
They were coming from a program. They did not pray.
See, well, if you ask me, prayer is very, very important. Baba, you are very, very correct. Like, we need to pray. But then, the Bible says, watch and pray. So, there are some things that prayer can't do. Prayer can't do everything. There are things that we need to do for ourselves and by ourselves. You get? If the head is not functioning well, why don't you remove him and put somebody who will function well?
I think for church, they will say, pray for our leaders.
And
the more pray for our leaders, the more they become wicked.
And I even think, coming from Pastor Adeboye, it's only normal for Adeboye to say people should pray because he's a pastor. And his congregation, what he does is to lead them to God. So it's normal for him to tell them to pray. If you ask a security expert, he will tell you to put some kind of policies in place. You need to check your service chiefs and the likes. You need to be more vigilant about the military. So it's only normal for him to say we should pray. Can't ask Buhari to start sacking the service chiefs or something, or ask people to start bearing arms. No.
Okay, I think for a clergyman, he should.
Okay. Let's keep praying.
Then another clergyman, which is Sheikh Gumi, can recruit his brothers.
Oh, from his own perspective, he believes that is the way. And from Pastor David,
we also have a clergyman as vice president.
And that means he has not been praying enough.
Prayer is actually okay, like I said before. It's good that we pray. It's good that we keep praying. The Bible that I read as a Christian says that we should pray for them who are in authority. You get? And part of those in authority are our leaders. So we need to pray for them without ceasing. But then there are some things that prayers cannot do. Our government, while we are praying for them, they should as well do what they are supposed to do. See, these killings and everything has become so, like, it's not as if it's now a normal thing in Nigeria. Right, so
security.
I would like to make an appeal to our camera guy. The headroom is too much. So I help us reduce the headroom. Yes, let's look at the Oni of Ife. I was going through a story. I think this is the 10th wife. She wrote to the Oni of Ife that she wants to become the 10th wife.
See,
there are some things I don't want to say here, but our ladies are.
See, it's not like most women, most ladies. Like, I don't really understand. Like, someone has a 1, 2, 3, 4, and then is it that there is no husband, or even if there is no, there's no reward for marriage. That's just the truth. Everybody must not get married. There's no reward for marriage. Yes, there's no reward for marriage. It's not compulsory that you get married. You must not marry.
Okay.
But it is
important.
very important.
Who says who? What made it important?
Okay, I saw a tweet
It's
online.
important in society.
This lady said,
You can't just keep having baby mamas everywhere. You know, it will tell on the kind of children they will raise.
You make yourself available to
They are
baby
not
mama
in the
then.
kind of structured family. You will notice most of people that have this one-sided thinking when it comes to family. They are being raised by probably only the father or only the mother, whereby they start poisoning your mind that all guys, all men
It's
are
not
the same
necessarily
thing.
like that. There's also people who are
But in a
just
home
stupid
whereby
by
there's
nature.
the woman and the man is
I
there,
think they just
there will be a
want,
balance.
they just want the status.
It's just status. There's no love
That's
about
it,
that.
they just want the status.
There's
So we just
no,
wake
like,
up and,
so-
and start praying.
Praying.
I want to be the 10th wife.
No.
Beautiful
See,
man at that.
people have different thinking when it comes to marriage. Some people get married for the love. That's why they stay to one man. And some people are just like, let me just bear your name. I think it's nice. It's in the Bible that the time will come whereby ladies will just say, okay, let me just bear your name. So,
Is it because
I don't
men
know
are
to-
scarce or what?
Men are not
women are now more than men in the world now, according to world population.
It's not necessarily.
Yes.
Olamide is coming from
Women are
That is not the
wait.
reason. That is not necessarily the reason. See, if Oni of Ife was not wealthy,
Okay.
if he was not a prominent leader,
Exactly.
who will accept him? Who wants to be the second wife as a matter? Who wants to be
Wealthy
the
in what?
fifth wife?
Wealthy in what sense?
Is it not
Is it money wise,
Money
Money
wise,
wise,
fame,
fame.
and
or the
fame.
human resources, or the human
Status.
capital that he has?
Everything put together.
Yes.
Everything put
See,
together.
right from time, kings, majority of the kings in this world, name them, they don't get married to only just one wife. They marry to numerous wives.
I know few
So
who
that
got married
is
to one
just
wife.
the, like,
I know.
I'm not seeing her.
In
like
my
how many
place,
of them?
In my place.
He's not a chief. I'm not saying chief.
He's
oh.
not
I'm
chief.
not. He's a king.
Kings.
A well-known king.
A
A
well-known king, of
well-known
course.
king
A
of
well-known
where?
king, of
Where?
course.
Of where?
Uh-uh.
No, we are not talking about king of small villages. King, like king of Benin, king of this
Okay, but that
Ife.
king of
It's Onitsha.
Aláàfin of Oyo State.
But you
Something
know,
like that.
let me say a bit sentimental here. In Igbo land, you rarely find that kind of
Yes, you really
marrying.
find it. The highest the person can do is 2.
Hmm.
That you've done so
Where-
much.
here, here, in
Two
the,
and ten.
here in the West, and there,
You realize it already.
and
No,
then
it's
they
too
know.
much, please.
No, it's not about 2 months.
For
and
one
then-
man, Kilo Day, what happened?
See,
It's
the
nice
fact that
by
you don't
now.
like it does not mean that another person is not cool with
Are
it.
they going to give you an
That's
award
just
for
it.
it? Are you going to receive an award for it?
Ah,
For
you are,
getting
you are
married to
taking
more
it
than-
personal now. They want
Of
it.
course,
Let's
me be
leave
personal
them
because
with
it
it.
is those women who are, I don't even know what to say to them.
The,
Like,
the,
seriously.
the evangelist queen that divorced, you know, he said Oni of Ife is trying to take a revenge by marrying many
Revenge
wives.
on her.
Yes.
She has a
Revenge.
son
What kind of
already, so
revenge is
it's
that?
not as if
I just see it as a
Like
misplaced
he
priority.
believes that he can replace.
I think Oni of Ife doesn't just want to bank on just one wife. So in case anybody wants to leave, nobody will even know
Which
that
state
you
is
left.
that exactly? Which state?
It's Osun State.
Osun State.
Mhm.
Okay,
Ife.
and Osun is very safe right now. Abi?
To some extent.
No, I'm asking. Osun is very safe right now. Abi?
Safe as how?
There's no problem in Osun State that a king can actually
No,
look
no,
into and help
you are,
the
wait.
government.
See, this is the problem I always have with you.
Misplaced
See, so the fact that you don't like something, just say I don't like it. I won't take it personally. It does not
No,
mean that
she's not taking it
that
personal.
Christian. No,
She's
she's
not
taking
taking
it.
No, I'm not
She's
taking it
personalizing it now.
No,
She's
I'm
getting
understanding
angry.
it to be like, no,
Wait.
angry over what?
No,
Wait.
she does not support.
No, she's saying that
she does not
She's
support
saying that there are other
polygamy.
things. Wait, she's saying that there are other things that the king
Very
would
much
have done
important, yes.
instead of getting married. But it's the
Yes.
king's personal life, and people are actually writing letters.
No, I don't think it's
to
personal.
become
It is
the
not
wife.
His, it is not his personal life.
No.
No.
Okay, will the
it is
king
not
actually
his-
go to the street
it
and
is
start
not-
toasting all these girls?
It is not his
one
personal
by
life.
one?
Oh.
What if they say, king, okay, someone that knows someone, the king, you've done something to me before, take my daughter, and the daughter agrees. So you don't look at it from the king.
Even the ones
He
that are
didn't
giving-
marry
they are
them by
giving the
force.
daughter, they
Did
are
he
not
coerce them into marrying him?
Say, can't he say no?
Yeah. Did he coerce them?
Can't he say no?
Number one,
See,
it
like
is
I
his
said
decision.
before,
He has the money, he has the
It's
status,
misplaced
he has his
priority
fame.
because
See,
it's
they say
misplaced priority.
there's something in Islam. Say if you can marry more than one wife, if you know you can take care of them and you will be balanced, you will be fair with the two.
Is it even possible?
Marry, wait.
Is it even
That is
possible?
why they put the clause there. But if you know you won't be able to do 50-50, stay with one. That is it. Stay with one.
What of you?
But
If you have
only-
money, will you marry more than one?
why will I marry more than one?
If you have
I
money.
want it to be
You have money. If you have money,
even
like-
one lady, even one woman,
If you're only
to
of
control
Ife,
one woman.
If you're only of Ife, you will marry more than
If
one.
I'm Oni of Ife,
Yes.
I'm not Oni of Ife.
No, if
If I'm only of
if
Ife.
you find yourself in that position,
See.
would you not? Would you or would you not?
Wait,
think it's not the right person to ask this question.
wait first. Let's go by this way. Look at the kings in Yoruba land. How many of them have just only one? It's not possible.
That means you are telling us that if you are only of Ife,
See, it's only
you marry more than one wife.
That's the question.
He has answered it. He has answered it. You marry more than one.
Okay, let's
Only
move on
normal.
to other topics. Let's move on. You understand where you're coming from, so it's not your fault actually.
Okay, Jonathan visits okay. That is his village where flood took over everywhere.
See, like while this program is on, I wanted us to like talk about it. I saw those pictures. I was moved. It's not because he's from Otoke. It's not because that's his hometown. You understand? I'm trying to relate it to the fact that a whole presidential candidate of PDP, yes, I'll mention name, traveled down to Bayelsa to commiserate with the flood victims, and then he was in the government house, and the flood victims came and met him there. See, like
That's the PDP. What's the APC? The APC.
he did not even go. The wife,
I'm not even sure anyone.
the wife went on an Air Force jet. That is only meant
same
that is
thing
only
as-
meant for a president or
Same
so.
as the wife of the APC presidential.
When he has not even assumed as the first lady already. You're already flying the Air Force jets.
How can you say you went to commiserate with someone? So you stay in your house, they should come and
They should
meet
come and
you.
meet you. Like I don't even know how that is.
No,
And you see how people just rounded. Then he's giving them 500 million. Okay,
500 million. No, 50 million.
Oh, 50 million rather.
That is, you have not confirmed whether he paid the money. It can be audio money. I went for one event. One of the presidential candidates,
They used to
I will
say-
not mention his name. He said, we'll give those people 3 million. He said, "Sha, wow. He said, I bring the money. He said, don't worry.
But he has announced it already, and
So
media
carry,
media would
you
have
know,
carried
kind,
it
those
already.
audio things. Well, he has the money to do it. But me, I don't want to support Jonathan. Jonathan was president for like 6 years.
Yes.
And so
should
as
have
a president, he
put
was the governor of the
something in
state for like 8 years.
Wow. Before he became the
He
president.
was a deputy governor before he
Then he
became
became a
governor.
governor.
Before he got-
So
So
the vice president.
must have
then
seen-
president.
the flood situation in that state.
See, let me tell
And
you.
really,
Okay.
there was nothing he could do.
And there's nothing you
How
can do because
did you-
Bayelsa is a riverine area.
Well, that's true.
It
That's
is
true.
it is surrounded with water. There's nothing he could have done. See,
So now the Atiku and the Obi that won't become president. So when they get president, there's nothing they can do.
no. Like
Jonathan was president now 6 years.
If Jonathan,
Okay, as
if
the
there's
president.
nothing,
Yeah.
there's nothing that Jonathan could have done, then we wouldn't be blaming Buhari today. Then.
yes, I understand.
Because
But I thought you said
what-
because it's from that state.
No, what I'm saying, he was deputy governor.
Yeah.
So he must
Yes.
have known that kind of thing should happen.
Yes,
he was
I get
governor.
it, I get it.
From
Yeah,
governor, he
vice
became vice
president.
president. From vice president, he became president. Now he's coming to look at the house. You saw the house. How water? The water is not even this level.
Yeah.
See, I remember then there was a time I passed through Bayelsa to get to Warri in Delta State. Like their houses are always on water.
I think about
Their houses are always
over
on
50% of Bayelsa State maybe it was on water or something.
Yes.
See,
Yes.
almost every local government
in
is.
Bayelsa.
We are
But
relying-
the worst is Kogi. The way the thing, no, Bayelsa might be a bit. You can still walk the knee of that guy, but Kogi, I think you must use a boat.
Kogi State.
You must use a boat. Well, it's not a good one for me for the former president. Yeah, he visited the people. Worse for APC presidential candidate. We have not seen him visiting, though it is not his responsibility. It's the responsibility of the state governor and
the
also
federal
of the
government as well.
federal government to look
But at
into
least
that
you
situation.
go because you'll be expecting the vote from those people. At least you go there.
So I hope if he becomes president, he will not be absent when we need him, like
Honestly,
Buhari was.
honestly, Buhari just
You-
he
you
just
re-
returned from.
Remember,
South Korea.
Buhari didn't even talk to us during his campaign. It was those people that did the talking for
Yeah,
him.
it was by
The
proxy.
debate, he did not attend the debate.
He
So
didn't
that's how.
attend the
So now we got to the pandemic. You see, absent.
Absent.
This flooding is going on. He traveled to.
To
Korea.
South Korea.
See,
Korea.
these are just signs, and it's not something that anybody should overlook. Because if you say it does not matter, that time nobody should complain as well. That's
Of
just
course.
it.
Okay, let's look at our main headline that we used today. That is a priest and nuns also watch porn online. Porn.
God
That is from
forbid.
the Pope. Pope said so. And
Ah.
priest and nun they watch porn too.
How?
No, it's true now.
Well,
it's true
there's
now.
one thing I
Who
always
they want
say.
to
There's
live?
one thing I
Social
always say.
media
If they
now.
call someone a man of God, I will tell you that person is a man
Before
before the other of God, and it will always be a man because it is blood that is running in his body, and he will always have sexual urge. And there's no way
Yeah,
if
you can't watch
don't-
porn.
Wait,
can't
let
have
me
sex.
talk now.
And
No, some of them have
See,
sex. So
If they
some
say
of
they
them have
can't
sex.
have sex, then there has to be a way that you let out this urge. You can't stay forever without having sex unless
How
they've
would they let
castrated
it out?
Are
you.
you speaking as a Christian or as a
I'm speaking as a neutral observer.
okay?
As a neutral observer, that's how I'm
No,
speaking.
that
Nobody
that
can
one you
stay.
speak now. You never enter.
Nobody in his sound mind,
Never
healthy
enter.
person can stay forever without
No, there are people that
just letting
there are people
out
that
his sexual urge. It's not possible.
if you know the deeper life pastor,
You don't know what deeper life pastor is doing behind
the
closed doors.
wife,
You don't
the
know
wife,
what they are doing.
the wife died.
Okay.
They looked for a virgin for him,
Hmm?
and the virgin she was more than 60.
The virgin was more than
The
60
current
years.
wife to Kumuyi, the wife when he got married, the former wife died.
Oh.
When he got married to this new one,
Mhm.
you can search it out. She was a virgin at 60. I think 62.
She
Wow.
said she was a virgin, or
Of course, she said she was
like
a virgin.
scientifically confirmed to be
It
a
was
virgin.
confirmed that she
You
was a
can
virgin.
you can
The man will confirm that she not even.
No,
Yeah, you
wait,
go help her
wait,
confirm.
wait,
Yeah,
even,
you-
wait,
your eye
wait.
don't
Let me
believe
tell you
at
something.
all.
See, let
But
me
it's
tell you
possible
something.
to stay
See, I didn't just believe
without-
what I'm being told. My mind tends to be over
so
curious.
must you try it before you
But
believe?
it's possible for one to like.
See, there are some people that will say once they don't have penetrative sex, they still classify themselves as virgin, but they've done all other things that is sexual related. So
Okay, let's
That's
draw,
just it.
let's draw the line. She has not had
penetrative
sex with a man, a human being,
okay, with a man.
with a human being,
And there are
that
sex
is
toys
breathing.
now. Okay, someone that is using sex toy that have not had
No,
sex
I
with a
don't
man.
think-
that woman
With the
will
person
We are
classify
talking
himself
about
as
deeper life. We're not
virgin.
talking about.
We are not talking about.
We're not talking about.
Now me, I'm now generalizing it.
See, well,
Like-
I don't know. I don't know.
Because
where
the Pope,
I
I
don't know where
said
you're
it,
coming from. See, you shall get one now.
I read it online when the Pope said it, that those people, they actually watch porn. He acknowledged that it is okay, like he confirmed it, they used to watch porn.
No.
I was just like,
he did not say it's okay. He confirmed it.
he confirmed it that yes, it's true.
Not that it's okay.
They used to watch it. I was just like, you're not supposed to be doing this, but I comment something. The fact that he said it that it is true. They used to watch it. He didn't say that it's okay, that they should continue with it, but he said, I didn't mean it was Nigeria. I know majority will lie. I know they've not watched it too,
He asked them
but
to continue.
he didn't ask them to continue, but he confirmed it that they do watch it. He didn't say it is good, but he said they do watch it. He
No,
just
I'm
came out
not.
to
I'm not
say it.
surprised. Even in my state, the grandfather they have girlfriend.
But why would they have girlfriends? Is either you are outside or you are inside. Why should you be on the fence? You want to eat your cake and still have
Not
it?
all.
No.
No, in everything,
You
everyone
want to eat your cake and
there
have
will
it?
be good and bad.
No, now.
The grandfather said they toast. Because the grandfather
Why
toast
the
gave
father
before.
go the toast?
I was working
Maybe
with
when they
one.
come for confession.
I was working with one engineer.
Reverend father. No, even near. If you want toast, go toast. No near Reverend father at all. Why you go dey do this thing?
Should ask me out. Will I say, okay, what if the man is handsome and is
Yes, now.
Now, it would
I
have
know
to
what
stay on
about
the pulpit and be announcing to.
You know what about Reverend Father? Reverend Father, they are sure.
They are what?
Sure. They
God,
sure.
that makes-
They sure
Sure
die.
with
See, I know
They
what
shop for money.
I don't really want to
For
talk
money.
too much
It is
about
sure.
it.
They drop.
But does that make it right?
No,
Normal
nobody is
thing,
talking
if
about right or
once
wrong
someone
here.
is a reverend father, what is the person supposed to be doing? And what does the person does not
You can
supposed
ask.
to do?
You
You're not
ask-
supposed to even participate in any sexual
See, all this
stuff.
that this guy is saying. Did you hear when he said that as a human being you can't just stay without? Sometimes you have to.
Now
like-
that
So
is
where this one coming from?
that's what majority of people don't want to acknowledge at all. These things themselves are saints, like I'm a reverend father, but behind closed doors.
So
they are
what
doing
point are you
something
making
else.
exactly?
The point I'm
Thank
making,
you.
the point I'm making now is that if you want to be a reverend father,
Olamide is
don't go
suicide.
outside. Wait, if you want to be a reverend father, that means both closed door, open door, everywhere. Be truthful to yourself and God.
How you
So if
how
you
you
know
just
you want
manage
to-
this man?
If you know, see, if you know you
I'm not his
want,
manager. Even if I was your manager, from today,
If you know you
I
want
don't
to
manage
toast,
you.
as a reverend father,
I'm
if you know
not
you want to
managing you, 'cause
toast,
this guy don't
you want to have sexual related stuff, then you denounce yourself. Drop everything that's related with the church. Then be a normal person. It's as good as that. Who are
Okay.
they trying to impress? Is it human being or God? No, you are just deceiving yourself.
But-
You will stay
but-
on the pulpit and be preaching to people that don't do this, don't do that. But you are doing it behind closed doors.
But
It does not make sense.
But seriously, I don't know what I should say to people that watch porn. How much more a priest coming out to say
A
that
priest.
they watch porn?
Hi.
Understand? Because if I should talk about from the Christian perspective, it's wrong. It's wrong. Even if I should remove from the Christian, but like should I even say like generally?
Generally,
like, as a
it is
person,
not
how can you
No,
even-
generally, it's not wrong to watch porn.
It's not wrong.
generally,
It's not wrong
it
to
is
watch porn.
wrong.
It's wrong. It's wrong.
Generally.
What does porn give you?
Generally,
What does porn give? You have watched porn, I know. What does porn give?
see, maybe I should ask
Have you
you.
watched-
For you to be able to ask me, that means you have the experience. So you should be able to
When I ask
answer
him, he
it.
say yes. No, so let's so
Wait. For you to be able to confirm that I've watched.
I'll answer
even
your
before
question.
you ask
I'll
me.
answer your question. You have answered. So what is it like?
What's it
What
like?
do you gain from watching porn?
Can you be asking me? Are we watching
But
it
you said
together?
yes. You said yes. You do.
So I don't need to tell you. if I
What was
did
your
anything
reason?
or the last time,
What
or maybe
prompted
I
you?
watched it
Why
before.
do you
What
watch
pro-
what?
It was out of curiosity.
Curiosity
What do you
of
know?
what?
And you know all this advert, stupid advert that they used to bring on internet that used to just come up, enter
Yeah,
this thing.
you
Just
know,
Yeah, when you saw the advert.
no, it's only normal. It's normal.
When
It's
you saw
normal.
the advert,
Majority. Everybody that's sitting here, nobody that will say you've never watched porn
I've
before.
not.
Is a lie.
I've not.
It's a lie.
I've not.
I say it's a
I can beat my chest. I've
Adiola,
not. I've not.
I know that question is Adiola.
I've not.
it's a lie. It's a-
How can I sit? It's just like how would I put it now? It's just like sorry, can I use you? Yes,
Use
I
what?
can. It's just like
see, let's
wait,
talk generally.
wait, let me finish it. It's just like this my dear sister here,
Uh-huh.
like she goes to her boyfriend's house or her man's house and they are making out, and then I hide myself in one corner using my phone to video them, then upload it.
No, that's not porn. Porn. Some people they do it. You didn't knowing that.
They
they are
act
good.
it.
Then
They know that they are very
I now
recorded.
sit down and start watching. I don't even know. Like
See,
no,
let's
no,
look at it
no,
from this
please.
angle. Watching a phone is not okay. It's never okay. Man was created to have physical interaction, not
I think that
watch things
definitely-
What of
Yeah.
husband and wife that watch? porn?
Exactly, I was about to say that. Husband and wife.
the fact that they are watching does not make it okay.
Yes.
What makes it not okay?
This one you're now interviewing me as if
No, you are saying-
I'm a pornstar.
No, you are
No,
saying
I
you are
don't
saying
understand.
it's not okay. I'm saying what makes it not okay.
All right, what makes it okay?
Okay.
I think you are more of
You didn't answer the question. Let me answer the question. Now, what people
Okay.
get from porn? Now it's like when you're watching football.
Okay.
What do you get from watching football? When you're watching film, play, drama.
What do we get from?
What do you
What do
gain?
you get from watching
It's like you
football?
guys are promoting
Wait,
and
wait.
promoting all this.
We are
Wait,
not promoting.
Can we
wait,
just
wait.
change the topic?
Exactly.
What
You
do
know
you
that-
get from
You guys
watching
are
football?
promoting
You know
these
that
people.
Let him
married
talk.
people, like a guy married to a virgin, would want to put her through. Okay, how is he going to put her through?
Teach her, be doing it, she will learn. What is wrong with you?
You don't understand.
Be
this
doing
thing.
it. You are not a virgin and you married a virgin and you've been doing
Okay,
stuff.
okay, let's say the guy
Keep
is
doing
a
it.
virgin.
Keep doing it.
Oh,
she
yeah,
will
let's say the
learn.
guy to the
Let's say
virgin.
the
Who
guy
will
is a
teach them?
virgin. Who will teach them?
See, who
Holy Spirit to reveal
no,
it to them.
wait. Very interesting. Who thought, if I should ask any of you this question, you don't answer me, I have an issue with you. You've slept with a girl before.
Yeah.
Who taught you how to?
Me, I've been watching. I don't think I didn't watch them now.
You can imagine. You
I
can
don't watch them
imagine.
before.
And you don't
Even when I was small, the first time I bought a
Me,
phone.
I'm still a
You see,
baby.
nobody. No, if you're not, I'm not trying to be hypocritical.
Who taught her how to kiss
Hypocritical, yeah.
somebody?
How to kiss.
Eh,
How can they
one
teach you?
way-
There are some things they
It's
don't
the same
teach you.
thing.
One
You
way-
just
know it.
See, it's natural. See, you are a man. It's inside of you. See,
No,
we are human.
it's
We
not
are
about being
born
a
with
man.
this thing.
You just
Everybody-
know how to do
Okay,
this.
you want
When
to
we
tell
were
me that-
children,
you
we
want
used-
to
And the
tell
more
me
you
that-
do it,
Wait,
more
wait.
you
We used to see some uncle and auntie.
You want to tell me that the sexual urge that you usually have, you learn it. You learn to have sexual urge. Is that what you're saying?
It's just
It
like saying
comes
that I learned how to
No,
be
it
hungry.
comes naturally. So when you have the urge, you should be able to do it naturally too, without watching anything. Is that simple?
I wish let's not talk about
You
this.
don't understand.
We not
Let's move to the
we
other-
not go deep. Where we go
Let
deep
us
now.
go deep.
On that level we will go now.
I seriously don't understand
That's
this.
it, don't
Like,
Because our mother and father they didn't teach some young people sex education. That's why they are misbehaving.
Well,
that's yesterday in our class.
We
Let me
talked
say,
And our
about
society
teach
has
your
really,
child.
really like taught us that we are not even supposed to have sex at all until we get married. And where do they expect us to put this sexual urge till we get married?
No.
Why it's
Your mother should not teach
I'm
you.
not saying that it is
Okay,
possible, but
they
it is
said that
hard.
you should
In the society of today,
keep having
it is
sex
hard.
up and down.
How is it?
Now you go
hard?
carry STD.
No, you make your
You
children
know,
understand that there's a point
as a
whereby
guy.
you are qualified to get when you get a relationship and you get married. That's when you're supposed to.
Get yourself exposed to
So
that
all
kind
these
of
things
thing
that people are doing, there's nothing so much in it. You enjoy it when you get
when you
married.
get married.
So that's the sex education. Not that if
No, I don't do it at
They
all.
don't, no, yeah, don't not that. Don't do it.
See,
Not
if
that
they
guys-
touch
But
you,
they do
they
tell us
touch you
that
get
don't
belly.
even do it at all. If you sit down and the
The guy
guys
should
laugh,
touch
you
you.
get pregnant.
But did they help you?
What's kind of
Did they
thing?
help you growing up?
Well, they didn't tell me not
They
to.
didn't help you growing up. It's not that simple. They those kind of works help you when you were growing
Well,
up.
it's kind of.
So what are you saying?
Yeah.
It helped you, right? So
No,
let's move
well,
on.
my mom didn't. She didn't tell me that I should not do anything. She was just like, if you want to do, use condom. Something
So
like
you
that.
have done more.
When you were a child.
So all the
So-
condom
so-
in our
so-
shop, everything.
Okay, let's move over. Yes, we have something that's on the web watch. I hope you're on that group. I don't want to mention the next one.
Okay,
What is
this guy said he has.
Which guy?
Give him to read it now.
Okay, this is it. My extra large this thing.
My extra large manhood is a gift from God. I've slept with over 1,000
Wow.
men. Who said that?
Congratulations on your win.
They should carry a word and give him that.
Congratulations on
Give
your
him
win.
give him the cup.
No, I think he's just wasting his talent. He should go into the.
Is that an
industry.
advice? Are you advising him? to
I'm
do it?
advising him. I'm
I
advising
don't
because
think so.
those people are really making
They're
a
making
lot of money.
right?
And those
Yes.
people
Are you advertising that? That means
The
you have
industry.
an emotional support for such
No,
a thing.
it's not as if I have an emotional support.
Why are you not
But
advising
you
him
see,
to
when
go
I
into-
when I identify talent, I tend to when I know you have this talent, I will link you to your industry.
Oh God, please.
if your talent, if you are wasting your talent, I would say this is your industry. Just go there.
Wow.
You will do it. You will excel.
When life starts making sense, when life begins to start making sense, is when you are well at an old age and you see your children. That's when life starts making sense.
Making sense.
It's
yeah.
not whether you have sex or not.
It's not whether you.
It's not about sex.
Wow.
When you look back and you see somebody that want to stand by you for the rest of your life, that's when life starts making
That
sense.
one person.
You now.
No.
Person.
So
That
the
one
man,
person,
what
that
he's saying now is a bad market for people that want to get married. Which
I
lady
don't
want
even think.
Which lady want to get married to such a man?
Wait, how old is that
So
man?
you think
How
some
old is
ladies
that?
don't want to
1,000 is
be with
even
the
an
man?
exaggeration.
Married, no, it's not married.
Married.
That
I'm
man
saying
can't stay in
married.
marriage.
You can't stay.
He
Married,
can't stay,
no.
He can't stay in marriage.
It's a threat to marriage.
Yeah.
You should
How
buy.
is it a threat?
You should buy a dog and grow with the dog.
See, the
Wow.
funniest thing
As-
is
as
that.
So you shouldn't
companion.
get married.
If you will you get married to the
I
person?
cannot marry.
We're talking about marriage, not like some people want to have something to do with the guy because of the sexual whatever.
I'm trying to.
But
stay in
staying with such a person, creating a
We don't
family,
know if the person will
building
be
children.
hardworking, if the person is
Okay, wait.
serious, or
The
is
man
just talking
said
about.
it has brought in fame and fortune.
I'm not saying fame and fortune.
Those are not what we're
Different-
talking about now. Definitely.
But
chasing
Brisky, what he's doing has brought
fame,
him
fame and fortune. Even James Brown that just came
James
up
Brown,
yesterday.
he has changed to being a guy. He has
Yes.
stopped
King
and
of Africa.
a guy now.
He's now a guy.
He's dressed like a guy.
He has always been a guy.
And he's even cool as a guy.
Yes.
See him, man.
The guy is cool as a guy. Just look at you like
But
Manla
really
fish
try
as a
going back
woman.
to a guy.
That one is
But
not.
music can
That
never-
one is
No.
that one. So what he's saying, well, this word is perverted. To have- to get such news. But when we talk about guys that have big penis, is there advantages? But let me ask you,
Me.
is there? No, the ladies, let her lady.
Exactly. I was shocked. Like, how can
I
you
want
ask
to
me?
push it
Am I-
to you. I know you push it to
no.
them.
I have to ask both of them because we are the.
That they are asking you.
Our viewers see my kind of hairstyle. it's very. I see a mommy Gio.
So you know kind of
Our viewers,
I'm
you
Gio.
know something about Mommy Gio.
No,
We have this
Mommy Joe,
innocent
now they
face.
collect too.
Ah,
I need to
but
collect.
they
Let's
can
answer the
speak in
question.
tongue.
I'm mommy Gio.
Mom Joe, they collect woto.
Ah,
Mommy Gio. I don't know the
Mommy
kind of.
Gio.
I don't know the mommy Gio you're talking
Mommy
about,
Gio.
but my own kind of mommy
See,
Gio. I'm
aside speaking in
I'm
tongue, there are so
down.
many things that tongues can do. Mommy Gio.
This guy is you're not well. Did you get what you just said? Oh my goodness. Like wow.
Ah,
I'm
no.
still
Their
Mommy Gio.
tongue is very, talented. They are very good.
Wow. Yes, you can join us in the conversation. These are some of the stuff we see online and want to throw a little bit behind it. But for me personally, I don't think
I think these girls, they
That
didn't
is
answer the
something.
question. They
What
have to
question
answer
did you
it.
ask?
What do you
What
guys like?
advantage
Of
of
having
Like
big bola.
big bola in the
Advantage.
body. We don't receive those kind of things. We are the givers. So how do you guys feel? Those kind of things we see it as too much. Like you guys, are we not doing too much? Is it not too much on you guys? Because there's something. Majority of ladies, they will not admit it in front of the camera like this.
Okay, let me say
But I do watch this thing. This cucumber prank. watch it online. Like
See, all these things-
101% of
Olamide-
those girls,
Olamide-
see, their eyes will be to be
Of course,
fixed
that will
on
look
that.
at it.
Yeah.
They will not be like, what is there?
Even
A guy
will
was,
look
a
at
lady
it.
was actually begging the guy that he wants to take the guy home. That he's going to pay the
A mother
guy.
breastfeeding her baby was
I was just
feeding the
like,
guy.
damn.
And now a mother breastfeeding her baby.
I think this thing about
So-
whether big bull or not is about the nature of the person. It's about
It's the gene of the person.
some people they love
It runs in their
it's
family.
in their blood, not family.
Yes.
Don't say blood.
It's in their blood, their
It's in
bloodline.
their blood.
It's in their bloodline.
To,
Yes.
to have that kind of
There are
encounter.
people that-
While some is not in their blood. So
But
it
once
depends
you have
on the
exceeded
person.
the age of 25, it's not going again.
How do you know? How do you know?
No, like you know that
Wait.
it's a
How do you
scientific research. Like once you have exceeded the age of 25, it's not going again.
I think you
It's not
should have
going what?
experienced
It's
one.
not going.
As in,
What is
it's
not going
going
again? What?
As in the stuff people are talking about.
What's the stuff?
The bola, like it's not going, like it stopped growing.
No, I'm not about I stop growing. But like how ladies like such because many ladies the lady
Not
because
many ladies.
when you have multiple that area will now become elastic, multiple. So it'll be
Elastic
asking for
will
more.
have
Doesn't slack. If you guys are getting, can you please
Explain.
listen to them?
Yeah,
See,
explain.
sex doesn't expand the vagina. It is childbirth and childbirth and what again? Okay, just childbirth. That's it. Sex doesn't expand the vagina.
You know, there are some of my guys when we're in school, when they are talking about ladies they slept with, they'll say see small girl. And what they will say about the small
About the small,
You never give birth to-
that. They will now tell you.
You
See, even me,
understand?
you never
See,
give
let me
birth
tell you
to.
I
something.
see.
I think the first time we tried to talk about this thing, I did mention that there are people who have big vagina and
Exactly.
people that has small and the people that has tiny. You
Okay.
understand? It
Tiny.
Yes.
Tiny.
Just like the same way men's bola is, it differs sizes by sizes. The same thing with women. You don't understand.
Just like the way
So
the
when you
boys
meet this one who has overnight
Like already big one.
you not see
Already big.
It's gonna be
see,
already big. Now everything will be normal size from bed.
No. Have you ever seen a girl who is on leggings and then this place shoots out? I've seen guys. That's the place they'll be looking at.
Exactly.
Like, oh wow, yeah. Hey. I've seen it a lot
No,
of
because
times.
where the
You
stuff
get-
entering is here. When you look at a lady, probably
Stop enters
you have small bum. Let me not do sex education here. See as they look me. You have small bum. You can say, this one gets small bum. They don't look at here. Let me not do it.
Yeah,
You understand?
Yeah, you know.
You understand?
See, like the same way you're talking now. Okay, I grew up in the midst of my male cousins, and I heard a lot of things from them. You know, that's why they say that slim people. That's why
They take
They-
a lot more than fat people.
yes, that's because
Be
they have
surprised.
large.
I know.
Okay,
how
you know, you
they
have experience. Okay.
They have large.
They take a lot of what? Because I'm
Slim
slim.
people. They
See-
tend
No,
to
you're not
take
slim. You're not slim.
the
You're not
size of their intake. is
See, do you know why? Because that place is they from here. Just look at them. I don't know how guys do it anyway. I don't know how they do it. Like when they see you coming, they already know about this one. They will like figure you out. There's when my cousin once said it. When you're coming before him, like he'll be like, oh wow. They are not looking. It's not your ass they're looking at. That is your
Yeah, it's
boobs.
our talent.
They are looking at something.
God has-
Then
God has
imagining.
given
Then
it to us.
they'll not be
What's
imagining
something
You can't know.
their
It is for guys.
you understand? They'll not
Yeah.
imagine their entering that thing they are seeing. What is going to happen? You know? Yeah, seriously, no jokes. That's the truth.
Yes, now.
That is what's the something now.
No, what he's
This
saying that
stomach.
when you look at the stomach, if the stuff's going to enter, going to from back, come to the front. So you don't look at the back of the person. You have big.
No,
this
no,
one.
no, no.
No, you look at the abdomen.
That's where you look
See,
at.
I don't know how
She's
they
looking
do
at her
it.
abdomen.
I don't know how they do it. That's why if you want slim guys, they tend to go for
Fat
For
lady.
no,
fat-
it's not fat.
for
It's not
thick
fat.
girls.
Thick girls, and there's something they are looking for. They know. Do you understand? You got to examine
You see
yourself.
the fat guys. will go
You
for
got to examine
slim
yourself. No, works up. Waiting feel.
You know what about
for
thick
you.
ladies? That thick ladies, they are very thick. So when you are driving in a hole, there are some plank. We have removed that nail before. So
Yeah.
drive that nail there,
ladies.
not be tight. But those thick ladies, it's like you are just driving a nail
Yeah.
in the hole.
To be harder to. Why you guys not laughing?
Please, can we just change this topic? I don't understand. What did we come here for today? Like seriously.
Oh, my God, yeah, we just close this.
Oh wow. No, it's because of that man that said he has slept with over 1,000 women.
If you ask,
Achievements.
if we
And
start asking the guys
I don't
now,
know.
how many ladies have they slept?
I don't
No,
even know if it
that's
is-
not
I
discussion.
don't know. At that
No,
man's
it's not a
age,
discussion.
I'm not even sure if it is possible. I have slept with
It
like
can be
1,000
possible.
It can be
years.
possible.
Even as a porn star. Come on.
It can be possible.
1,000.
It can be possible.
1,000.
Let me tell you something. I remember those days growing up. There's this man in my village.
1,000.
Do you know?
It's possible.
Now, wow.
Calm
It's
down.
possible now. Wow. How many
Wait,
years
calm
there is
down.
life? How many
Wait.
years there are?
Wait.
They don't reach 1,000 for Ogba now.
Let me tell you something. In my school,
No, guess no.
there was this beautiful girl. Like she was very, very beautiful. That was during my NG days. And then the guys in our lodge, not in my lodge, a particular lodge, that lodge was more of male to female. They placed a bet. Say I go get them because of that thing. These guys, they went and did one thing that in my school then I remember someone telling me that I should be very, very careful. If I see this group of guys that they wear a particular kind of ring, even if they're talking to me, I should try and avoid them. They had something, if they do it like this, you follow them. No matter what, see, they don't need to even talk to you. Now you go to move yourself, they follow them, they go. So that's why I say it's possible. Like I don't know. That's why I don't trust men. Like seriously.
I don't believe the number because I'm also a guy. No, I don't believe it.
You don't believe it?
1,000.
No, I'm
It's
surprised.
exaggeration.
It's possible.
Yes, they will say 100. Even 500 is unbelievable.
The 100 self,
1,000.
the school that he attended,
Even for
the school that you attended,
even for a man that will tell you, an old man that will tell you that during his youthful age, he womanized throughout. For straight 5 years, you can't have sex with 1,000 women. It's not possible.
If you even
Like,
you can't even
it's
try
not possible. If you're having sex for straight 5 years,
but me, I don't support
You
such
kill
kind of
yourself.
lifestyle.
it
Not
will show. Even if
yeah.
you're having sex, if you are releasing too much, it will show on your body. It will show.
Wow.
See,
You're having
no,
sex
so
different
some people not be waiting they have to be that. So there's something my grandma used to say. Can I speak my language here? Is that permitted? Mgbe arara opoko, abugim boni kafo. It's always the end that
Yeah.
matters. Not that time you're doing it. You got to say you're having fun.
Exactly.
When you now reach 60 years,
Some people
you will not be able to carry yourself. You'll be having
some
that.
people
You will
will
not
not
be
see-
support.
See this
and
life,
all
and some
of
people will
that.
not get to that 60 years before God will call them.
Yeah.
That's just life.
For that period.
So,
That's the
okay.
so they are
Or-
enjoying the moment.
Or one thing will even kill them. What if it's what you've done over time that led to your death?
So who's that?
Is everything that you say
So who's
God?
that?
No,
No, you don't.
see, it's not everybody that died that God called home. Some people kill themselves.
Yeah,
It's not everybody that died that God called home. Let's stop about this thing that God called to glory. Which glory? Killed himself.
Okay, this takes us to our next.
So,
I will be 30 next year. No marriage, no child. I always go to bed with tears. Some ladies have, in recent times, tearfully lamented online over being unable to get husbands.
What of those that are married without even child for like that 35 years?
no,
No, there's an advantage of having a husband.
let us stay
first.
on the topic.
See, I always say
Let's
this.
not digress.
People like ladies, particularly, they should learn to have patience with themselves. That's just it. You don't have to rush yourself into anything. There are a lot of people who are even 35, and it depends on what you're doing at that. Except you are idle, just get yourself fixed up with something.
Exactly.
You understand? Be happy.
I think this lady is a nurse.
Be happy.
Nurse.
She's a
Make
nurse,
yourself happy. See, I always say, see, no be man will give you happiness, so no be woman will give you happiness.
Now
Now
you.
That's what you do.
You are the one that will make yourself happy. So forget about I'm not married at 30 you want to 30 for only 30, you're complaining. Go and have it at 40. So they should go and die. Really?
You know, men
Is that an option?
these days are crazy. Very, very crazy.
And that's why they will fall into
At that
nonsense.
point in
They will
time,
just fall into the wrong hands
It's very
because
hard
you're
for you to see a
desperate.
guy. that
To
wants
be
to marry.
hard. Because no,
Even they commit themselves. I mean, I look, maybe have money. They'll be playing so nice. But it'll be very
and
hard
by
to see a
then
guy.
they are vulnerable.
You'll be
because
playing so
they are- those
nice.
guys.
Ah. Higher self, you even give birth. Okay, you give birth, they have a child. But the only thing that keeps you is your antecedent and your posture at that point in time. That's what that keeps a marriage. Marriage is not easy.
It's not easy at all.
Marriage is not sex. Is not marriage.
Yeah,
Even
honestly,
money is not even marriage. If
honestly.
you think money is marriage, all these people these rich men that are marrying and divorcing, money is like you have a discipline. You have committed yourself to somebody that whoever that person is, I'm committing myself till the
This
end
person.
of life.
That's why I say marriage and love is a decision. It's a decision that no matter what happens, I'm going to stay here.
So most women, most men get it wrong. They get it wrong. They want to marry because of money and marry because of the love.
Because of
Even marriage itself is not love. Huh. They want to marry because of money and love, and you get it wrong. You marry because of commitment.
And if you're not ready for commitment, don't get yourself into marriage.
Understand? Commitment. If you are married because of love, you watch all these Mexican films, then love themselves, they will still die, they will still separate.
of course.
Honestly.
Most of them watch. So love for me,
In fact, that's when they tell you that if you love something, let it go. If it comes back, it is yours.
even though you love
That's when they'll
something,
tell you that.
make up your mind and be committed to that thing
You have to
beyond
be
love.
committed to it.
Because for instance, your husband gets a disease or a sickness and he starts bedwetting, will you stay in marriage?
Yeah. No,
Another thing.
that's
He
it.
suddenly loses all the money.
Would it still stay?
Or if she suddenly loses all the beauty and the curves and everything.
For instance, now you give, God help you, after 5 years you give birth to 2 children. All of a sudden, God forbid, your husband becomes impotent. Would you still stay? Yes, would you still stay?
Would it still stay? Yeah.
So it's about commitment, not love.
It's commitment.
Not this love you are talking about. There's any love. So most women are getting it wrong. Men want to stay in marriage because of commitment, not love.
Of course.
If you look at it very well, forget to say I love you. If a man wants to marry you, he wants to commit himself. So when women bring out the you must love me, must take care of me, men will be looking at you.
You can't force me to do what I don't.
They'll just be playing along.
They will play along.
So for those out there, you're not married, blah 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 blah.
Just give yourself time. Ask yourself, am I even ready? If this marriage should come, am I ready? Am I ready to be committed?
Not if I'm married,
Not
make
just-
up your mind that at this
just
point
get
in my
married.
life, I must take responsibility for my life.
See, there are some ladies who are not even responsible to themselves.
Yes.
How much more another person? You get. So I remember I was talking to, I think it's a male friend of mine once. I told the guy, I was like, do you have a girlfriend? He said, yes. Like, how many? He said he has a girlfriend. I should ask him. Like, okay. Like, what are you doing in that relationship? How committed are you? See, for me, relationship is about commitment. If you're not committed, if you're not willing to commit yourself to this thing, I don't know what we are doing. So it's better you just be my friend and not be that intimate with me. You understand? And I take it to be the same thing with marriage too. I've never been married, but I've seen marriages. I can see that of my parents.
Yeah, my parents. Yeah,
I can see that of my parents, and I know what they say whenever we sit down, on the advice they give. And if you're not ready, even if you are be 40, it's just a number. 1, 2, 3, 4. Count is a number until you think you are ready for commitment. Then go into marriage.
Okay, there's this complaint about people like, when I married him, he had no money. I suffered with him. When he got money, he ditched me. Some of these things happen. When the man had no money, you're actually a problem. Probably you didn't leave the
Relationship.
So he knew that you were not supporting him like emotionally at that point in time. He was managing the situation. You're not giving, there's no man that a woman will support you.
Truly.
When they take support, it's not because you are in the house and everything, you watch play, blah, blah, blah. Like you give him emotional advice, support, actual support. Any man, I said that person is a devil. So when I look at people say, when he got the money, he did this one. No, he did you because most of the time men are not outspoken. They don't say things out.
Yeah,
They
that's
talk
true.
within themselves. Women can talk. You see, that's why they can. Most of them come online and say,
Talk.
blah blah
You
blah
never
blah.
see man,
Before you see a man and say,
those kind of things.
you understand? No, they know that if a man is married to a woman, he knows the woman is supporting him.
Of course.
No matter how you want to fake it.
So some will just like stay on the sideline and wait for him to blow and say,
So some because I have a child with him, we'll be managing it. They'll be talking. Even currently, there's some marriages, women are talking down their husband, blah blah blah. Frustrated man. One man told me that he just pray that his wife should just give up. Now that man, something will just happen. Probably he starts making money, and he has this opportunity like the of Ife to even get. If you are the man, if you are the woman, if you are the man, won't you?
There's one thing that men want: stability and peace.
Respect.
Peace. Give them peace and respect. Finish.
There are some men,
You get love, excess.
they will kill themselves for their wives because when they were nothing,
Yes.
the wife
She was
stood
there.
by them, and she was sincere. It's sincere standing. No, don't say most women they can pretend they are following you, but what they say in behind, you understand? So if you're a woman, take responsibility, love yourself first.
Yeah. If you don't love yourself, you can't love another person.
Commit to something that you will commit to that. People will know that this man stands for this.
Yes, exactly.
Because when you go on the streets now, you see different ladies. This is my girlfriend. Blah, 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 blah. This one, blah, blah, blah. The guy they are talking to, he knows that this one. Because when guys are discussing, there are some discussions. They know the one. That's why the guy can have like 20 girlfriends.
But he knows
the
the
one,
real girlfriend.
we stay by that one.
He knows the real girlfriend.
Our
Even if he has
society has
1,000
bastardized
girlfriends.
our ladies. Our parents trained the guys. They refuse to train the ladies.
Don't say that. Don't
not
say
all
that.
ladies.
Don't say that.
Okay, not all
Don't say
ladies.
that. I don't buy that idea.
Not
Our
all
parents actually
ladies.
trained the ladies and left the guys. I said they are men. They will grow up to know.
You know this
Don't
word
say
then.
that.
This word. No matter how you want to look at it, is a masculine word.
Of course.
If you like go from front and back, it's a
It's
people will not agree. Oh.
You know,
It's a
you know
man's
what I'm
word, that's
feeling like? I feel like this show today is like advice. Like we're just here to get
There's actually
fed.
a man's word. There's
Yeah.
nothing.
No,
anybody
suppose,
I think
can
we are
say
not
about it.
if you are watching us and you agree with us, please
Drop your
drop
comments.
your comments.
Drop your comments. I'm surprised nobody is commenting.
It's a
Because
Wow.
me, I'm an intuitive person. I look at somebody from inside. You understand? I'm not that outspoken kind of person. So I know some of these things. My father used to say it. My mother was not the best of persons, but he knew that my mother stood by him. Like she's willing to commit, whether rain or sun. My mother told me that this is not the man he wants to marry, but she tried to commit. He's not the man. My father was not the one she loved.
It always marry.
That's
Sorry.
just
It always happened. Even my mom, I remember my mom telling me the same story. My mom wanted to marry this man that was very, very popular in my place. But then, in fact, she said she had already started taking her things to the man's place. Then my father just came from nowhere. And she said, like, she started bringing her stuff back again. She not do again. Then introduction, they had to cancel it. They had to wait again for a long time just to know my dad better. Before you know it, she got married. She told me, if it's for money, your father does not have money. And he wasn't even the kind of man I wanted. Both physically, I don't even know what happened, but I just liked him. I knew he was going somewhere, so I just wanted to like.
Well, I
But
think
it's unfortunate that in this our time, girls, you see that in the call patience. Most of our girls don't have
exactly.
Don't have it. We just want to repeal the nursery.
And I think this idea of most ladies that okay, I want my husband to pamper me, every time shower me
Pamper,
with
don't
gifts,
worry.
money, all this kind of care. I'll say throughout my own parents' stuff like that, I didn't really see them sharing this kind of physical intimacy or something. But my mom was just there supporting, my dad was there. But you won't see them doing all this lovey-dovey. They were cool with it. We were like,
Please, I'm
what kind
sorry.
of love is
our
this now?
our era have passed that.
Why is
Please,
it
we
so-
need, while we are supporting, we also need
but
lovey-dovey, please.
understanding, she understood everything. We
While
were seeing it
we are
like this
supporting,
man.
we also need
we were like,
Abeg.
see, this is one thing that I think most ladies should now tend to put into consideration. You might be expecting your husband to be doing all this lovey-dovey, and there's one thing that guys do naturally. When guys are chasing ladies, we tend to do all the lovey-doveys to take us to get the lady to trust
And then
the process.
once you get her,
And
you
once
stop.
you get
I don't
her,
understand.
it's not as if we stop, but once you know now we have this thing, then we face some other things like the real life challenges. Then we start pursuing it. Let's have money. Let's do this thing.
And the attention
But
you were
then-
giving that thing, why
I
can't you
think-
continue?
So
think-
that attention
I
is
think
now.
the two of you need to like open a counseling and what's it called? Because you guys will do it, Christian especially. It's the way he's doing his mouth.
That's just what I think. Because that
Just
kind of
open up
lady now,
one so
I
we
think
can-
she will have this mentality of, if I want to marry a guy now, probably due to the Nollywood movies she has watched over
That
time,
girl that
or
is
Korean
30,
movies.
she wanted me say ever since from her 20s, no man came her way. I mean, she was overly selective.
Probably she was rejected.
Maybe she was overly selective
Overly
or
selective.
something.
And then you are now 30, you are praying to God. You are even bringing it to social media. What happens to your knees inside your room?
Of course.
I don't understand.
Okay, I pray she gets
Not be everything you
She
be
will.
announced.
he gets a husband in India or gets a husband in the Philippines.
South Korea,
But I'm not praying bad prayer for her because in Nigeria, especially in Lagos,
in Nigeria.
if you still are not going to be independent and commit to something for everlasting, even though you get a husband, you yourself will be the problem. You won't walk out of the relationship.
Frustration will carry you come out now. It's more.
I don't know. I don't know how to put it in someone's mind. See, make up your mind. I stand forever, nothing. Rain, come rain.
Nothing
If you
shameful.
be successful in business, whatever you do, be successful. If you have that kind of mentality, ladies, the free life. If a man loves you, and sincerely in the deep of his heart, he will show affection. That love you are looking for, he will show it.
No, it's not all men that show affection.
See, there's
I
no
read one.
how.
I read,
There's
wait,
no
wait,
how.
first, wait, first.
There's
See,
no how.
see, I read one book.
I didn't say
about
you
five-
say sweet
wait.
word though.
I read one
all
about
those sweet
5
mouth.
love languages. There are some people, the way they show their own kind of love, it is very different. They can't say it to you. Some people would not rather touch you; they rather assist you to do something.
And that is show
It's
now.
the same thing.
Yes,
It's true.
but there are some times whereby the ladies they want you to cuddle them, talk to them, say all these things to her. So
They
they
can
cannot
never
say
mature.
it.
They get that
You
girl,
cannot
but
say
that
it.
girl is not mature.
It's not as if I can't say it, though.
see that
It's
girl,
not as if I
let me
can't
tell
do
you
everything. But
That
some
girl
guys are
is
just
different.
different.
Once you are doing
That
what
girl
you're
is
supposed
still
to
in her early 20s.
Exactly.
Maybe
She's
maybe
still
it's just
in her
for clout.
early
When I
Okay.
saw the
You
video, I was
understand?
just
An
like,
example,
is this
you have,
thing?
you have a girlfriend. You have a girlfriend. She is very sick,
Okay.
and you just tell her that, my love, get well soon. I'll get drugs for you, blah blah blah. You say the lovely drugs. Then the second person, as he hears it, he leave that place he is,
Get the
go
drug.
to where the girl is.
You have to
But
do
didn't
it.
get the drugs.
No, you get it. You go and meet the girl to show concern.
Of
Which one
course.
is much more affectionate?
See, I'm not saying that the person should not go. You will surely go, but there are some people they will go there. But you see all this kind of overly, as if like photographer, be a video man.
But then you
Used
can't
to be-
want.
See, that's
Okay,
the
okay,
truth. That's the
okay.
reality of it. Everybody does not communicate love in the same
See,
way.
let me tell you.
Everybody does
No
not.
matter
We
what,
don't.
come what may,
That is it.
all of us, we are human, and we know how best we want.
You understand?
It's understanding.
You will get to know
It's just
later in life.
understanding.
Yes, we know
We
how.
are learning. We are learning.
It's
we know-
understanding.
we know how
Once
we
you
want-
understand your partner and your
See,
partner
we
understand
know how we
you,
want feedback.
don't compare
right?
with outsiders at
Three of
all.
you- three-
Just
three of you
accept
should
it and
open,
just
counseling.
go on.
Counseling.
Okay.
But that's the truth.
Anybody that give me incorrect English, 500 naira.
Correct.
So let me start with my own. I need love and infection.
Love and infection. Infection.
500. I have 500. If you just say one bad English, I'll make people laugh.
One bad English.
One rubbish.
When you get took the charger out,
Nobody laugh. I mean, it's not funny like that.
is it not funny? Laugh.
The two both of us will go together. Yeah, see, they don't want to laugh, but it's funny.
It's very funny. at all. It's dry.
See, I feel like I
It's
just
not
start
funny
off-
at all.
I feel like walking away. Like seriously, this is bad. It's that bad. Like I feel like walking away.
Wow.
Now they laughed eventually. See
No.
what happened.
No, it's the one that's.
They laugh at my own joke.
No, it's not joke. That's
Yes,
not
now I
It's
said
not a
it. Now
joke.
you laugh at what I said.
But
So I
what you spoke
won.
was correct English. I said incorrect English.
incorrect.
No, you are not the one to decide if it is correct or
Okay,
not.
We
me.
know correctly.
No, it
We
is
know
my
correctly.
English. I spoke it. It's my English.
Okay. Let's look at Elon Musk. You know Elon Musk
Yeah,
has taken over Twitter. I think it's a good one.
Yeah, he sacked some executives in Twitter.
I know that Twitter they ban Trump for life. So that's
For life?
yeah, they ban Trump for life. During that time you're doing election.
Mhm.
That Trump he
He
gets
said some things.
he get what from out.
I like that man actually. I like that man a lot.
So people were so happy that they are taking over Twitter because some of these media conglomerates they want to dictate your speech.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
We
they
have
want to
regulate
tell you
it.
what to say. So we need more liberal people that will allow people to express themselves in whatever way they can express themselves to take over. So thank God that Elon Musk has taken over Twitter.
So is it that liberal?
He wrote the bed
Elon Musk is
free.
liberal now.
Yeah, he said the bed is free
The
now.
bed is free now.
Elon Musk does not live in his own house. He's living in the richest man in the world though. Not that he doesn't have a house. But where he's living now is in somebody's house. So he's someone that is so free. He can live in his car. If he wants to go to Mars and stay for like 1 month.
So we can say anything on Twitter now. Nobody will come and question us for anything.
Never start to. Never
Go
start
shock
to.
you.
Okay. Yes, we're getting close to the end of the program today.
No comments.
And we had comments. It's like today is weekend. Everybody want to flex.
Yeah.
Let's
Some of the best say, Christian, well talk, bro. Probably when we were talking about the ladies, guys, stuff, when he said so. Well done, well talk. Okay. With that, Abby, end of the program today. Let me just still talk about that relationship thing. My advice, personally, for people that are preparing to get married. I'm not married, but I've lived with people
He's
Married.
not
that
married, please, but he needs to get married.
I live with people that had successful marriages, sweet marriages,
But this boy is not ready for marriage yet.
sweet
How
marriages.
can I be ready for marriage?
And I understood that this
Uh,
life,
You need to have money before you get
there's
married.
nothing that will last in this life.
At all.
So if you hold on to anything, you will lose it. Just make up your mind that this one, I face this one.
Yeah.
That's my parting statement. Yeah. Who else is going to before I go preach now?
Next
So that you will not use 1 hour to so use 1 hour to breathe. You see what you want to say.
that, you know,
Say what you want to say.
wait. You know, there's the reason why Ronaldo used to play the last penalty.
So say whatever you want to say now.
Oh yeah,
Say what
Talk.
you want to say now.
talk.
I have nothing to say.
Okay,
Thank you for
good.
He doesn't want to say.
Now,
All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching with Watch on Flip TV. Don't forget that we are coming back for Girls Closets.
Okay.
For that interesting, amiable, and superb gist that we have for you this evening. I am to be glad. You know that's right.
And I am Ademi Adela.
all right, I'm Olajide Taufik Olamide. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Turn on the notification bell.
Okay. Somebody says make money first before marriage.
You are not telling me to go and get married. Are you okay?
Chukwemeka Kamara
Make
said,
money before getting married. Yeah, that's why the book of Job is before romance. You have to
Job.
There's no
Have a
romance
job.
without finance. You get.
Okay.
This guy.
Thanks for watching. Bye for
Yoruba
now.
demon.
Bye.
Bye. Oh God. Before you start now.